Alright, this is the unit that I'm selling. It just started up. This is the home screen that you go to. The buttons on the left are eject for CD, rear defroster, air circulation inside or outside the car, AC on or off. Then you have your hazards, the menu. To go into the menu, which is the home screen, is basically the menu. You have your navigation button to go right into navigation mode. And you have this SD, which actually isn't a button, but it flips open to put an SD card in there. That's where it goes. For the main menu, you have navigator, DVD, Bluetooth, radio, music, and menu. This whole unit comes with this whole front faceplate, but it doesn't come with these AC vents. You have to take them off your old unit, and it doesn't come with the AC controls, these three, and it doesn't come with this passenger on-off bag. You have to take all those off of your old unit. The color of it is a shiny black. It's a gloss black compared to the flat black of the stock pieces, and it has a tiny hint of a sparkle effect when the sun hits it. No one has ever complained or really even asked me if it's a different color than the stock. You can tell looking at it, but it's not something where it's going to stand out. So to go through the options, radio is probably most used. Different stations. You get 4 presets, and then your AM. The radio is supposed to be able to read the station IDs, whether it's the station name or the song, but I'm going to be honest, it doesn't work very well at all. Like, the name of the station is WPLJ. I don't know what the heck Square DP is, and I don't know what Porcy is. So this was Firework from Katy Perry, but it kind of gets stuck on there until another ID comes along. So that's something that they could have worked on better with the user interface. But you have your scan option here. It'll go through. Then you would hit menu to go back to the home screen. If you want to change to something else, you can go to music. That's what's on the SD card. And then this plays just like a music library. You can go to menu here to look for where the audio file might be. It says it has a local hard drive, but I don't remember. I've either never used it or it's extremely small, so I've just used the SD card. So that's where I play the music from. I don't have much on there. I've never maxed it out to see how much you can use, but that's that. It has minimize and the close button. Minimize goes you back to the menu while it's still playing, and the close button stops playing and goes back to the main menu. This menu here is where you would get your settings. You can watch a movie through a DVD. You can go to your iPod controls. Concerning the iPod, while I have it there, I have a new iPod Nano, and I've tried the fourth generation classic iPod, and these controls don't work. I ran the wires up through here, so when it's connected to the iPod, it will play through the radio, but you have to control it through the iPod, not through the user interface of the stereo. And it'll just say iPod not connected, but it will play. So you can play through it, but it doesn't charge the iPod back, and you can't control it through the radio or through the steering wheel controls. So that's just something to give you a heads up on. Go back to the menu. I'll show you the navigation. It takes a few seconds to boot up. It works pretty well. I've never had another in-stock navigation. I just use my Google Maps on my phone. But it works well. It shows the street names. You can find an address, go through different settings, blah, blah, blah. I'll show you the map. That's spot on. It's facing the wrong way. My car is facing north, and that's facing west. But obviously I'm not moving, so I couldn't tell that. Go back to the menu. If you want to find something, you can set, I'm pretty sure, I forgot because it's been so long, but I'm pretty sure you can set your default state and city. It has to be a major city, but you just click on it to change it. You can change it to whatever the name of your city is. And so when you go to find something, you just have to change the name of your local city and the street name and house number. Just like a standard GPS, nothing special. Exit out of that. Bluetooth. That's for making phone calls. You can actually, when your phone is connected through Bluetooth, you can actually dial it from here if you want. The buttons work. You can enter contacts. I think I did. Contact list. Yeah, those are my friends. And you can call them from there. There you go. You press the phone button when you select the person's name. So contacts, contact list, and call my dad. Now, I'm not connected, so it's not going to do anything, but that's how you would do it. Or you could just do it from your phone. When you're connected through Bluetooth, it also plays back music, or from any Bluetooth device you have connected. I'm not connected right now. I'd have to stop the video to do it, but trust me, it works just as well as the radio or the music from the SD card. It'll also play anything else you're playing Bluetooth. If you have a video going on your phone, the sound will come out through here, not the video, but the audio will. Trying to think what else to show you about. One of the negatives, because I'm trying to be honest here, sometimes while going down, I don't know if we'll do it. And it's not doing it now. But the volume's kind of skippy. Like sometimes it'll be on volume 30, I'm listening to it really loud, and if I go to turn down with this knob here, it'll go down like 2 and then back up 2, and go down 3 and go back up 2. So sometimes it's a little sketchy with trying to lower the volume quickly. It seems like if you do it yeah, I can't get it to do it now, but when you do it from your steering wheel controls, it never ever does it. It's never done it once. So the steering wheel controls function. This will change the radio station. Mode will change it from music to radio to music to iPod to DVD and back. Mute works, and that's it for steering wheel controls. The hazards do work. This is my car's 2007 6i. The hazards do work. Rear defroster does work. Air circulation does work. AC on or off does work. I've heard in some cars, I think 2005 and up, it doesn't. 2003, 4, and 5, it doesn't work. I bought it from a Mazda 6 member on here, and he had one of those model years, and he had electronic AC controls, or I have manual, and the electronic AC controls didn't work. So I'm telling you right now, if you have a 2003 to 2005, and you buy this from me, I'm not guaranteeing that the AC will work for you if you have electronic AC. So don't buy it, unless you want to risk trying it. I don't think I have anything in there. I think I have a DVD in here. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I'll show you the DVD player works. I have Thor. Put it in and it goes right to it. It's reading. There we go. When you touch it, you get the on-screen controls. Fast forward 2 times. Apparently, it stops. This switches the chapters. I guess you gotta see this first. This is a ghetto copy of the movie, so I think you have to watch all the previews first. The unit does come with a remote. That's this guy right here. Standard little remote. You can do most things with it. Let's see if I can skip the chapters with it. No. I don't know if anything worked with this for the DVD. Never really used it, to be honest. Mute works. Something's not allowed at the moment. I don't know what that is. Power. Yeah, power works. So you can figure it out. I don't know if you really need a remote. Between it being a touchscreen and steering wheel controls, I say who cares if the remote works at all. But that's pretty much the unit. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me. Another negative, I guess because it's from China, and I assume they use Celsius over there, this Fahrenheit Celsius doesn't work. You used to be able to hold down the ambient control, and it changes it from Fahrenheit to Celsius, and it only reads Celsius now. It's accurate if you convert it to Fahrenheit. You see it's accurate compared to what it is outside, but it doesn't go back to Fahrenheit. I'm going to eject the CD real quick. Also, with the LCD display up here with the radio, okay, it doesn't change radio stations that you're listening to. Like, for instance, I just started off on this station, 105.1. Now I'm going to go to the one behind it. It doesn't change. It loads the very first radio station that is on when the unit turns on or when the car turns on, and then you could change it as many times as you want. 106.1 doesn't change. 100.3 doesn't change. So after a while, I will be honest, you get used to looking over here instead of up here. You just sort of ignore that. It doesn't show the FM 1, 2, or 3 either. You can change this, and that doesn't change. Time works though. The AC circulation works when I'm changing it right now. AC on and off works. But the Celsius doesn't change to Fahrenheit, and the radio station doesn't follow you when you change it. So those are just some things, realistic negatives I want you to know. This way you don't feel like, oh, why didn't you ever tell me this? But other than that, it's pretty much plug and play. You can see my other videos for the types of connections there are. It comes with all sorts of, comes with the iPod connector, 2 USB connectors, all sorts of wiring and inputs and outputs for subs and audio, video, input, outputs. You can see my other videos for that. It's pretty standard hookup. You might spend a little time on it, you know, dedicate a Saturday afternoon to it. You have to take 1 or 2 harnesses off the old factory radio. You have to take this unit out. You have to take these controls out. Don't be afraid of it if you're kind of worried. There are some little screws and there are little PCBs regarding these because it has lighting and this lights up. But, you know, it's just 1 or 2 screws holding them in, and as long as you're careful and don't try to yank it off, it'll be alright. So, like I said, any more questions, just let me know. Feel free to email me or leave a post on the forum or a private message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Alright? Please buy it and enjoy it.